the chat down there. Hi, Claire. People starting to join. Hi, everybody. It's that time of the week where we do drawing. I got a little bit carried away on this one. It is just over 30 minutes. So I'm sorry if you have to leave exactly at 1. But I was really enjoying it. I hope you enjoy it. You mustn't judge this one before we get to the detail bit. It looks rubbish. I'll be completely honest. In the first bit where we draw it, you'll go, what are we drawing, Elaine? But trust me, by the end of it, I've got the drawing by me now. It looks really nice. Okay. Anyone else here want to say hi? You will just wait another minute. Everyone got their paper and pencils and rubbers ready. This one would be really nice done in black pen afterwards. I do say that actually on the video. You could go over it afterwards, would be really nice. But I think we will start now. Any questions? I'm here and speak to you soon. Right, let's get ready to draw. We have paper, pencil, bit of a rubber left. So we are going to start at the top here, and we are going to do a little star shape. Like that. Probably guess what it is already. Like that. Make sure it's recording. Hi, Isla. I have all 3 puppies with me today. And then, I look at them. Then we are coming down from there. Okay. Now, we are going to do a working line. So, if you're new, a working line is a line that you rub out afterwards. So you have to do it really lightly. I'm going to press harder because otherwise you won't see it. But you do it really lightly, and we're going to do a triangle. I don't know if I'm doing it too lightly. So let's do, doesn't matter what size kind of or shape, but let's do something kind of like that. So you do it nice and lightly. And then we are going to add some shapes on. Actually, should we do, no, let's work our way down. Sorry, iPad just fell over. It's all gone wrong. Okay, so we are going to add some circles on. And some bell shapes on. So this is us kind of getting the, we have another circle here, kind of the bones on before we do the branchy bit. So perhaps we have another bell over here. And some little baubles. You can do this one, you've got lots of creative license of what you put in. And we could do a little bit of a line with another line to kind of make a light line. So I'm doing them nice and close together. And where should we go? down here. And here. I'm doing one line. Then maybe a little bit over here. Like that. Maybe we'll add more kind of shapes. You could do snowflakes. You could do loads of different shapes. You could do little bird shapes. Maybe we do a little bird up here. Like that. So kind of, it looks rubbish. Just move everything. It looks rubbish at this point. Don't judge it. This is just us working out where everything is, and then we go and do detail. Okay, let's do some things down here. So we're going to do a line that we're basically going to create a box. So these lines need to be parallel but at an angle. So that one and that one, that one and that one. Then we do verticals down like that. And then whatever that is, whatever that is. We've got one there coming across. So this one might be slightly different angles. So as long as they are parallel, vertical, vertical, vertical. Don't worry about the length of them yet. They could be as long as you want. This line needs to mirror this line. This line needs to mirror kind of that line. If anything, it goes down a bit, but that's okay. Right, let's write line across. She did do a little noise and I ignored her. Thought she might settle down. And one here. Then here. Yeah. Might see a little bit of something there, but make sure that's vertical, right at an angle. Okay. This one comes here, up, down slightly, vertical, back. All I want this one. Where does it come to? Let's do it about here. Okay, it's very important not to judge your picture at this stage. That's what I tell my students all the time. Right, we're going to do a line that way and a line that way. So this is a circle with a line and a circle like that. Looks like glasses. We've then got a V shape up and we're coming in. We've got a little V shape here. We then have a kind of ovally shape there. And an ovally shape there. Then a oval here. And then a bigger circle here. And two little ovals, one there, one there. With a little line that joins there. Little dot or a triangle. Little eye, little eye. We got cute teddy bear. Just let you catch up a second. Okay, now on top of here, we have an angle that goes this way. Doesn't matter if yours aren't exactly the same as mine. What the key is that whatever yours is, this is actually going to go back in a little bit in that one. And it has like a ribbon. Just some lines and a bit of a bow thing on there. Now we're going to leave a bit of a gap. We're going to do a rectangle like this. Going back. Macy. Good girl. Now, a line here that goes back parallel vertical line. Make sure these are vertical. Cross that way, cross that way, vertical. And then we have, well, actually, while we're there, let's put this circle in there. And we're going to come across here, up here, up here, across, parallel, back. So another box. This one's kind of perching on the top. Now cross, cross, so parallel here, down, down, cross, cross, boom, boom. So you can neaten out, if you got all the time, rub out all those lines. If you want to put in, you could put in some kind of different star shapes in little places. Not very good star shape. You could do lots of different things, different angles. So use this as a learning, and then you can always add more to it after the session. Okay, these have got like little bits on as well. Right, now we need to start doing tree bit. I was just thinking maybe we could also do some, if you wanted, you could do little kind of chains as well. Trying to remember Christmas tree. So you could do different kind of things. What do you have on your Christmas trees? You could have different shape ornaments, can you? To kind of get these in first, then we can start building out. So Christmas trees are kind of spiky, so you're going to see me leaving my pencil on a lot. So they have a branch, and then they have these smaller bits that come out. Yeah, so we do a line, then we do this bit. And then they kind of work down. If you've had a fake Christmas tree, and you have to pull all of the branches. Let's get some kind of trunk in the center. So let's say that's trunk is kind of there. Maybe I'll move that. We might have, I don't know, you could have a nice basket or like frame thing we have. Those baskets always look really nice. And we might put in, no, we'll put Christmas tree branches, I think, coming down here. So they're thicker. So I'm doing the kind of long line, and then can you see I'm leaving my pencil on to get this kind of effect. And then it's a case of having some patience. So also, I mean, there's different ones, aren't there? There's thicker ones. So there's ones which are kind of thicker branches. You're generally trying to look at what direction you want your branch to go in. You also you want things to overlap, so there might be a branch coming out. Maybe we leave that bit. And then there's like a branch coming down here. I don't want it too neat, but we do want it coming in this triangle, don't we? So say we had a bigger branch here. You could leave some that have kind of a bit of a highlight in if you wanted. Probably quite nice, just dark, keeping it simple. Maybe we'll have one that's coming down here. You see, we're just building it up slowly, no rush, enjoying. Put that back in. And then what should happen, I'm working a little bit all over the place. Let's come up over here, one behind this. So remember when we've done other things, that isn't going to look light unless we get this kind of darker bit behind it. So let's go either side of that. So they're coming off this kind of central bit. But then as some are in the middle, you'll often find there's kind of branches that are heading towards you. So they're not all going to be out to the side. Some bits are here. Let's leave that. And then we're going to do some that are lighter shading. So that's my line, back and forward. That's a long one coming out there. Might have one that comes down here. I'm going to build it up. Next. Okay, let's come down this side. So we're getting this lovely weighty bit at the bottom. We kind of want to come up. We don't want to leave what I call a halo around the presents. We want to kind of make it look like it's nice and full. And then also these ones will then make this, say this star. We're going to add some darker bits. So say in between here where you can't see. Often these are really nice penned as well. So if you're sketching like this, you could always put a permanent ink pen. And actually probably the scruffier the better, because it will make it look like it's part of the tree. We might do a little bit of criss-cross. Yeah. You let your imagination we need a branch for this bauble, don't we? Let's bring that down here. Be leaving my pencil on. Let's do one this way. And this way. And then that might have a friend that comes this way, and then it's kind of dark around some of these baubles. Might have some more little beads. So this one you just have to have a little bit of patience. And just keep building up your branches. So we're still kind of thinking of this kind of shape. If I'm getting too fast. Let's do a little shadow under here. I'm kind of bringing up the whole thing at a time. So let's use a bit of shading. Can you see I'm going horizontally with my pencil? And then here. So I'm not going really dark. I'm just kind of trying to set everything down. If you want, you could smudge. If you need to, you can keep it nice and textured. And then when we get under here, let's do a few more. Like that. And then we're going to do some really dark. So I'm going to leave gaps around. Like I'm not going to fill all in the branches. We're just going to do little shapes. Let's make that nice bauble stand out. I'm going to shade all in here. Feeling more Christmassy now, don't you think, with all the adverts on the television? What time we're on? 20 minutes. So we've got 10 minutes. Wow, no, 5 really, haven't we? By the time everything. So now is a case of having some patience or just doodling, thinking about it as doodling, I think. Not too dark here. Remember, we've gone really dark in here. Let's go dark in here. This will be, say it was in a pot and it was soil. And this was the tree trunky bit. Now, there would often be light at the edges. So, and the teddy bear, we're going to do a bit of shadow in this bit, tiny bit. Leave this kind of muzzle. We might have like a smile bit there. Can't really see. Now there's shadow under here. So this bit we would do a little bit of shading. There's shading on this bit. Shading here, but not as dark as the dark. Shading. Just check your boxes as you're going around. Maybe a little bit of shading that way. Shading here, a little bit darker on this side. That will make this stand out. A little bit of shading on the top. That's really framing him. Can you see a little bit of highlight on here? Actually, I'm going to go this way. The reason being, if I go that way, I'm going to make it look like the floor. So my shading, I'm doing the other way. It looks more like it's a separate thing. Good tip. This bit's okay because that's kind of the flat of the top. A little bit darker underneath. Maybe a bit in between his paws. Over here, maybe just shading a bit so the bow stands out. So again, we're just doing, we have half an hour. So this is really just an impression for you of what you can do with drawing, and hopefully it's fun and in improving all your skills. It's not ultra realistic. Let's put a little bit of something on there. Now lighter, so it's still light. Let's go darker here. If I'm being too quick, we'll have a bit of tea. Starting to look more three-dimensional now, isn't it? So for anyone new, in order for something to look three-dimensional, it needs the minimum of 3 tones, white, middle, and dark, or mid-tone. So this bit here, I'm going to do an angle, and I'm going to go a little bit darker. Not as dark as that, and not as light as that. I'm going to do a little bit on here. Darker on here, but not dark as dark. Maybe a little bit on here. There's just a little bit. A tiny bit on here. Right, let's keep going. If you feel that you're starting to get bored with doing something, so say for example, branches, then you can always go have a fiddle down there, come back again, do another branch. When it's something that's repetitive, let's do dark around there. Going and focusing on something else can sometimes bring your attention back. That's what I found. So over here. I'm literally just kind of dotting branches, then thinking about what direction. We might have one that goes this way, around like this. You might have a curve one that goes over here. So you have to separate them all, don't you? We had a real tree last year, which was nice. Again, you could do snowflakes. You could let your imagination run wild. Right, I'm just going to show you this bit. So this is, we're going to do these branches here. Now, we do need, in this central bit, oh, I just had a thought, you could have a cat. You could do a little pussycat face in the tree. We have 5 cats, so you can imagine how well our Christmas tree lasts. We had these lovely glass baubles last year, lovely pale turquoise. They lasted about a day. And so we are shatterproof baubles from now on. Right, so what I was actually saying before I interrupted myself was we need some darker bits in here in the middle of the tree. So that one, these light bits start standing out. But 2, this is kind of the depth, isn't it? So this is deep into the tree where the little cat is hiding. You could do some things. Oh, candles as well. My imagination is going wild with this one. You could do candles. You could do little name things. If you wanted to make a card for somebody, I was thinking like first baby, grandchild, that kind of thing. So we're just building it up. Bits of dark. So it's all quite random. It's not like our normal. So let yourself just have a play different branches, but you know kind of how, you could have, if you wanted, you have one of those really, like they're really wide, aren't they? Really short. And then other people, and also I suppose in terms of neatness as well, thinking about different Christmas trees that people have. Some people have really neat ones, all color coordinated. Another branch. So we're just building up these branches. Quite therapeutic. It's a bit like doodling. Remember, we're doing a line where we're going. We're doing scruffy leaf lines, spiky. Then we're putting in some dark bits. It's as simple as that. I'd love to see these if you share them on the page, because they're all going to be so different and so original, which is great. A bit of your personality coming out, your choices. How are we doing as a whole? It's getting there. So remember when I first did a triangle and some baubles, how rubbish it looked? That's why we don't judge and stop at that stage. You have to keep going with drawing. We're painting flowers at the moment, and the amount of students that get the first kind of base layer of paint on, and then I don't like it. I have to just keep going till the end. Then you can judge it at the end when you've actually finished it. If you don't like it, what time are we on? So, I'm over time. So you're going to keep just filling this in, darker bits. I got too carried away. So you will finish it all on your own, just darker bits, more branches. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and speak to you soon. Bye. Hi, everyone. So didn't quite finish, but I think you get the message. I hope you enjoyed that. And you could keep doodling at work this afternoon and finish it off. Let me know any other things you'd like to draw. You love a doodle, yeah. No problem. Do you like your pictures? Do they look good? It just all has to come together, doesn't it? Okay, anything else you want to draw, let me know. If you want to do more Christmas themes or something else. I do have an idea of something for next time, but more festive ideas. Okay, I'll have a think about it. Oh, what about a reindeer with baubles hanging off its ears? That would, off its antlers. That would be fun. I'll have a think about that. Okay, everyone. Well, have a good couple of weeks, and I will see you soon.